When you fight reality, you create suffering. When you accept reality, you access peace. Surrender is not weakness, but intelligent acceptance. When someone speaks, listen not to their words, but to the silence between them. This is the greatest gift you can give. Welcome, friends, to the Swadhyaya Session. I am Ramesh Kumar from Visakhapatnam. Today, I'm going to present a book, Living a Life of Inner Peace by Eckhart Tolle. Before going into this book, let me explain about this book by Eckhart Tolle. Is not a traditional book as such, rather a compilation of insights from his landmark works, The Power of Now and Stillness Speaks. This synthesis will create a progressive guide to living a life of inner peace. The main theme of the book. The central message of this book is that true and lasting peace is not something to be found in the external circumstances, possessions, or achievements. Instead, it is our natural state, already present within us, but obscured by our identification with the egoic mind. That is the constant stream of compulsive thinking, past regrets, and future anxieties. How to live a life of inner peace and what are the steps towards inner peace. Chapter wise will go. Chapter number 1. Beyond the thinking mind. True inner peace is found not by engaging with your thoughts, but by moving beyond them in the state of pure awareness that witnesses them. The problem. Identification with the thinker. We believe that we are the voice in our heads. This egoic mind creates a false self that thrives on problems, conflict, and dwelling in the past or future, which is the primary source of psychological suffering. The solution, becoming the witness. The key is to disidentify from your thoughts by shifting from being the thinker to being the aware presence that observes the thinking. Periodically, simply listen to the voice in your head. Observe your thoughts without judgment or analysis. Notice the silent spaces around your thoughts. Feel the inner aliveness of your body. This pulls you out of the abstract world of thought and into the reality of the present moment. In essence, this chapter is an invitation to stop being a slave to your own thinking and to discover the vast, peaceful dimension of consciousness that has been obscured by mental noise. It teaches the end of your identification with the thought and is the beginning of your life of inner peace. Chapter 2. The present moment, a gateway to peace. All inner peace is found by aligning with the present moment. Psychological suffering like anxiety, guilt, stress, and resentment cannot survive in the focused light of now because it is always rooted in the past as a memory and the future as a projection. Let's know why now is the gateway. Number 1, it stops the mental noise. The egoic mind survives on time, reliving the past and worrying about the future. When you fully enter the now, the mind's constant chatter loses its power. The problems and stories it feeds on dissolves. And in the silence, the peace arises naturally. Number 2, you can never be in the past through the present moment. Resisting this fundamental truth is the root of all unhappiness. Peace is found by saying yes to what is. Point number 3. Life is happening now. The author points out that we are always waiting for the next moment to bring us happiness. When we get a promotion, when we find a partner, or when we go on vacation. This denies the life that is available to you right now. The present moment is the gateway not only to peace, but to life itself. How to enter this gateway of now? The author offers 3 simple anchors to bring you into the now. Number 1, focus on your senses. Feel the aliveness in your hands. Listen to the sounds around you without labeling them. Feel the breath moving in and out of your body. This instantly pulls you out of your head. Accept the easiness. Whatever the present moment contains, internally surrender to it. This doesn't mean to become passive. It means you stop arguing with reality. From the state of acceptance, your action becomes clear and effective, free from the emotional turmoil of the resistance. Point number 3, ask what is wrong with this moment. This powerful question often reveals that there is continuous mental commentary about it in the mind. Stop that. This very moment is often okay. The essence of this chapter. Peace is not the future goal to be attained. It is the present moment reality to be realized. The gateway is always open. The only barrier is your own identified mind, which you can step back from by choosing to anchor your attention in the here and now. Chapter number 3, the art of surrender. Surrender is the simple yet profound wisdom of yielding to rather than fighting against the flow of life. It is the inner acceptance of what is in this present moment. When you fight reality, you create suffering. When you accept reality, you access peace. And from that peace, effective action can arise. Now, let's understand what surrender is not. It is not passivity or giving up on life. You are not surrendering to the situation, but you are surrendering your inner resistance to the situation. It does not mean you stop setting goals or taking actions. On the contrary, action taken from the state of surrender is more powerful and focused because it is free of the desperate energy of the ego. Now, practicing the art of surrender. The author suggests that surrender is a simple inner shift. Number 1, acknowledge the resistance. You feel the stress. When you feel the stress, negativity, and inner turmoil, recognize this is a sign that you are resisting what is. Number 2, relax the mental clutch. Consciously choose to let go of the internal struggle. You might use simple phrases like, I surrender to this moment, or I'm no longer willing to create conflict with the reality. Number 3, focus on the now, not the story. Surrender your mental narrative about why the situation shouldn't be. Instead, bring your entire attention to the present moment. Deal with what is right in front of you. The result, when you surrender, a shift in consciousness occurs. The ego struggle, which was draining your energy, stops. Immediately, you feel a sense of spaciousness and peace. A deeper intelligence, what the author calls universal intelligence or the being, will flow through you. guiding your actions clearly and effectively. In essence, this chapter teaches you that you cannot always control what life brings, but you can always choose your relationship to it. Surrender is the art of choosing the peace over the ego's need to be right, in control, or being a victim. Chapter 4, Beyond the Ego, the Awakened Doing. Awakened doing is the action that springs from a state of inner presence and surrender, rather than from the ego's desires or fears. It is not what you do, but how you do it, and the consciousness from which you do it. Let's know the difference between egoic doing and the awakened doing. Egoic doing is the action driven by the ego. It is fueled by wanting, craving, resistance, and the need for specific outcome to enhance one's sense of self. The primary focus is on the future, the end result. This creates stress, struggle, and often conflict with others. Whereas awakened doing is the action that arises from the deep acceptance of the present moment. You are fully engaged in the action itself, not obsessively attached to the outcome. The doing becomes a channel for intelligence of the universe to flow through you. Now, three modalities of awakened doing: acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. Acceptance. You do what you have to do, but inwardly accept this moment fully. Even if the situation is unpleasant, bring a yes to it and then act. This transforms a complaining resentment into a peaceful action. Enjoyment. You move from acceptance to active enjoyment. This is when your action becomes a joy of its own sake. Enthusiasm. Your energy is intense and joyful, but it is not needy and anxious about the results. This vision inspires you, but peace does not depend on it. The result of doing, awakened doing, action without anxiety. When you practice awakened doing, your life becomes a harmonious flow. You're fully engaged in the world, but your inner peace remains unshakable because it is not dependent on the success or failure of your actions. You act because the action is right, not because you need the result to feel complete. Essence of this chapter. Awakened doing is the expression of inner peace in the world of form. Chapter 5. The pain body and emotional healing. The pain body is the term author uses for the reservoir of old and accumulated emotions like anger, sadness, fear, resentment that every person carries. It is a semi-autonomous energy field that exists as a part of ego. To survive, it must periodically feed on new experiences of pain. Let's know how the pain body works. Number one, it lies dormant for a period of time. It sleeps within you. You may feel relatively peaceful. Number two, it gets triggered when a thought, an event, or a word from someone can trigger the pain body and activate it. It wakes up and seeks to draw more pain into your life to sustain itself. Number three, the pain body takes over your thinking and perception. It filters your experience, making you overly reactive, defensive, argumentative, and withdrawn. It wants drama and conflict. Now, how to recognize this pain body? Your pain body is active when you feel a sudden, strong surge of negativity that seems disproportionate to the present situation. You might feel a sudden, heavy melancholy or anxiety, a flare up of anger or irritation, a desire to blame or lash out, a deep seated feeling of being threatened or hurt. Now, how to dissolve this pain body? The key is not to fight with it, but to break your identification with it. How to do it? Number one, recognize it. The moment negativity arises, consciously acknowledge that this is my pain body. This simple act of recognition creates a space between your conscious presence and the pain. Number two, bring your attention to the feeling. Instead of getting lost in the story of the pain body, feel the raw energy of the emotion directly in your body. Feel the anger, the sadness, the ache without mentally analyzing or justifying it. Point number three, observe it with presence. As you feel the emotion, be the silent witnessing presence. Your conscious attention is like a light. The pain body cannot survive in it. By observing it without judgment, you stop feeding it with your thoughts, and it will gradually lose its energy and subside. In essence, this chapter teaches that the ultimate purpose of emotional pain is to force you into a state of such intense presence that you finally break your identification with pain body itself. The pain body, therefore, is not a mistake, but a fierce, ultimate, benevolent teacher of awakening. Chapter 6, Stillness as your true nature. Most people believe they are the voice in their heads, the thinker. This chapter reveals that your true identity is not the content of your life, like thoughts, emotions, or the roles you play, but the formless, silent, and conscious present, aware of that content. This presence is stillness itself. Now, how to access your true nature? You don't need to create stillness. You need to notice the stillness that is already there. Number one, the gaps between thoughts. Become aware of the brief moments of silence between your thoughts. In those gaps, however small, you get a taste of your true nature. Number two, the space around things. Practice perceiving the silence in the room before the attention is drawn to the object. Notice the space or stillness that allows the sounds to be and the objects to exist. Point number three, the inner body. Direct your attention inward to the feeling of aliveness in your body. Beneath the surface sensation, you can sense a deep, quiet, energetic stillness. This is not a thought, but the direct experience of being. Now let's see the result of living from stillness. When you realize you are the stillness, your life is transformed. You can engage with the world without losing yourself in it. Thoughts and emotions are seen as waves on the surface of deep, still ocean. They no longer define you. A profound sense of peace and stability becomes your default state, independent of external conditions. The essence of this chapter. The stillness is not something you occasionally achieve. It is your essential, unchanging nature. Recognizing yourself as the stillness is the final and absolute step into a life of unshakable peace. Chapter number 7, Freedom from Suffering. Suffering is not inherent in life's situation, but is created by the mind's resistance to those situations. Freedom is found not in the absence of pain or a challenge, but in the absence of mental narrative that creates suffering around it. The anatomy of suffering. The author here distinguishes between pain and suffering. Pain or basic emotional unease that is inevitable, natural part of human life. It is a signal in the present moment. Suffering. The psychological drama, the projection of pain into a fearful future. Suffering is self-created and optional. The mechanism of freedom. End of suffering comes through presence. Point number 1, ending the story. Suffering depends on time, dwelling on painful past and or fearful, painful future. Yeah, point number 2, accepting the suchness. Freedom arises when you stop arguing with reality. Allow the present moment to be as it is. If there is pain, you acknowledge the pain without labeling it as bad or building an identity around it. This acceptance, the in this acceptance, the resistance that is suffering dissolves. Point number 3, seeing the sufferer. The sufferer, the one who complains and feels victimized, is a thought-based mental construct, the ego. When you identify the awareness witnessing the pain and the thoughts about it, the sufferer collapses and you're free. The result, end of your personal drama. Freedom from suffering does not mean you become emotionless or never feel the pain. It means you no longer add a layer of mental commentary and drama to your experience. Life challenges arises and pass, but they no longer leave a residue of psychological suffering. You meet from all of your life from natural state when you live from the presence. The final and the last chapter, living a life of inner peace. Living a life of inner peace is natural state available in every moment. When you stop complicating the present with mental resistance, it is a simple, profound experience of being one with what is. The key principles of living a life of inner peace. Number 1, the journey ends where it began. Peace was never lost, only obscured by identification with the thinking mind. All spiritual practices lead back to recognizing the peace is already within you. Number 2, living as the witness. You are aware, you are the awareness behind thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. Life happens through you, not to you, when you rest in conscious presence. Number 3, the sacred ordinary. Every moment becomes an opportunity to practice presence. Simple activities like walking, breathing, or listening can become portals to peace. Point number 4, listen from stillness. When someone speaks, listen not to their words, but to the silence between them. Give them the space of your presence. This is the greatest gift you can give. Don't argue with a pain body. Hold a space of inner stillness. This non-reaction is not a weakness, but most powerful transformer of the conflict. This ends the chapters Friends, let's go into the takeaways. Your peace is already within you. Your peace is already within you. The present moment is your point of power. You are not your mind. Surrender is not weakness, but intelligent acceptance. Understand and dissolve your pain body. Live from stillness, not for an outcome. True freedom is freedom from psychological suffering. To end this book with a note, stop seeking peace out there. Your true self is the silent, spacious awareness that is already at peace. Shift your identity from thoughts to that awareness. Surrender to the present moment, and you will live from the inner peace. And that becomes the foundation of your life. Thank you, friends, for listening to me so patiently. I'm thankful to Pradeep sir and team for giving me this opportunity. And now let's go into the Q&A session where you can ask questions by raising hands. Let me stop this screen. And now I'm open to questions. I think no one seems to have questions. If there are no questions, two things can happen. Either I've confused you or you have understood. General sir. Ma'am, can you
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, no, sir. Sir, you're in mute.
Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, sir, you can proceed.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Good morning. It's a wonderful presentation, Ramesh ji.
I still can't hear you, sir.
Now we can hear Jungle sir. You can go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now you can hear me because now they unmuted. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's a wonderful presentation, well structured. And
Yes, sir. Yes.
what you said was you have presented so well, there was no question. But I would like to know a little more about the pain body you are talking about, pain body and emotional. Is it talking about physical body?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because that is not, I thought that the connection there definitely there between physical body and emotion. Therefore, I want to know whether you are talking about the physical body. Is it
Yes, sir.
so?
Yeah, I will explain, sir. So,
Yeah,
pain
please.
body, see, the author uses the word pain body for the emotions, and he uses the term pain body for that. So, you can notice that in his all his books, he uses the term pain body. First time when I read the book, I was confused as you, sir. Basically, pain body means the emotions and feelings which pulls you down, and whatever happens through our mind, that is the pain body, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have clarified me.
Thank
Wonderful.
you, sir. Shubhangi, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
everyone.
ma'am.
It was very well covered. Every word was like you have to think and implement, kind of. Only one query I have, you can
Yes, sir.
elaborate more on suchness. There was word suchness. I think I missed if you have elaborated.
Yes, madam. Yes, suchness means nothing, madam. This moment, whatever is there, just accept. this moment. That's it. Staying in present moment. They use the term called suchness. In many of the spiritual masters, they use suchness. Suchness means this present moment, nothing else, this present moment. So staying peacefully in this moment, accepting everything. Whatever happens, just accept. Don't analyze. That is suchness.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you so much. If you have PDF, if you can share on the group, that will help. PDF
Yes,
of this book?
ma'am, this is actually not a traditional book. It is not a printed book. So these are the talks given by Eckhart Tolle based on his books, Power of Now and Stillness Speaks. So there is no traditional book. There is no PDF available. I had to do a lot of research, ma'am. I had to listen to his videos. Even this breaking down these chapters and all, I have done it. So a lot of work has gone into it, listening to his videos. So I had to form chapter wise. And so I can share my, if you want my document, ma'am, I can share that.
Yeah, that will really help. Then it is a great effort, I should say. I mean, because I didn't see this book, that's why I thought I should ask. But then if you have done this, it's really wonderful. Thank you so much.